Hey fam, you're gonna want to stick around. I got an option for you if you run out of toilet paper. Just another option for wiping your little bum bum. Toilet paper tabs. Stick around. All right, you guys, welcome back. So today we are talking about poop and how we get past that. Okay, so for me, hygiene is super important, but today we're just going to get into hygiene a little bit and some alternatives. So everybody knows the craziness last year over this little guy right here, right? Which was ridiculous because the average person, as we found out, didn't even keep, a whole package of this packed in their home. Let's think about that for a minute. You wasn't even ready to just have one package of these in your house? I have friends with whole families talking about, Tasha, I only got one roll. Can you help me? I will say, I laughed a lot. But let's talk about this, okay? Hygiene is super important. The stuff that comes out of our bodies is biohazardous. You can get very sick. And so when things happen, especially if the grid goes down, you being able to stay ahead of hygiene is gonna be super important. And so having toilet paper stocked to some level, right? Don't panic buy, just put some back so you have some. And then you have other options, right? Little flushable wipes, whatever it is you like. I'm not here to tell you what to get, I'm just here to give you options. So when it comes to wiping your bum bum, we all know you got toilet paper. We all know there's a ton of different flushable wipes, okay? And with this, make sure that you're getting the flushable ones if the point is to use it with a toilet, okay? Obviously, if the grid's down, you don't have toilets, it really doesn't matter. You can use baby wipes also, okay? But if you're at home and you have a working toilet, you're not gonna wanna use the baby wipes to actually flush down a toilet. All right, so I learned about toilet paper tabs about, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. It's when I first heard about these toilet paper tabs. And I thought they were so awesome. And I'm gonna just show you today too how it works. If I'm the first one you're hearing about this, product, awesome, right? I think it's awesome. I was excited when I first saw it. A lot of people don't like them. They are quite expensive. I will go over what I paid for each of these packages, and then I'll show you what one looks like as well. But if you've never heard of these, it's awesome, okay? And I love this idea for any kind of space where you need to condense stuff. So bug out bags, get home bags, your car kits, hiking, if you're going hiking or camping, especially if you're going primitive camping where it's not like your your campground where you have a bathroom. You're having something like this is super awesome to just have in your bag, because look at that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there was 10 because I've taken 2 out of these tabs. And often these big packs come with these little tubes, and these are great to just have just as an emergency. Obviously this isn't a big prep, but it's just another option, and it's especially an option if you're going somewhere where you have a bag or you need to have as light as possible, okay? What I also love about these is they're reusable, or they claim to be reusable, meaning you could ideally use them, wash them out, and then reuse them. Obviously, I would not recommend that if you're going number 2, because there's just all types of stuff you have to worry about when you're trying to wash biohazardous stuff off of something to reuse it later, okay? But very cool. Now, what I did was, I just took one out, and I'm gonna show you, right? It's just a tab, right? It's just little tabs. It's pretty hard, right? It's compact. And then I just have my water thing, and just in my hand, I'm just putting a little bit of water on it. And it's, you see it's starting to grow. You just put a little bit more water. I just want you to see that it really didn't take that much water, you guys, to get damp and to be where I can unroll it. And essentially, it's just feeling like a baby wipe or it just feels like a baby wipe or a flushable wipe. It's soft, it's wet, right? It's moist. It's actually not as moist as the flushable wipes, which I don't like flushable wipes sometimes because they're super wet, right? I like it to be damp to where it will get everything off cleanly, but not leave, you know, you're wet still, you're wet feeling, okay? So I like this because you can determine how wet you want this to be, determining how much water you put on it. 100% cotton, it's pretty, you see, it's pretty strong. Let's see if I can even rip it. Okay, so I can rip it if I try, but just pulling on it was not doing anything. And look, I can roll it up. It's a nice amount to wipe with, okay? Now, I got all types of bushcraft friends, prepping friends, homesteading friends that are like, Tasha, I just use a leaf. I don't need all this garbage. I don't need even any toilet paper, right? And that's fine, okay? There's other options. I know some homesteaders and some families, they actually cut up pieces of old clothing and make little square patches that they put in their bathroom, and that's an option for a bathroom scenario later in life when there's no toilet paper. That's a great option as well. And they rewash them. So again, whatever you want to do, I like the option of just using something that I can throw away. And then, you know, you got your bushcraft people like, I'll just use a leaf. Well, listen, I grew up camping and I've used a leaf, okay? And what you know, if I was in a situation where I was in the woods and I went number 2 and I had to use a leaf or something around me, right? I would, right? I'm not so prissy that I can't use a leaf to wipe my butt. However, if I have something in my pack or with me that's like this and much softer and smoother, and I know has the capability of getting the majority of that junk and stuff off of me, which is the point, so that I don't get sick and so that my hygiene level stays up, then I'm gonna do that. Okay, brother, talking about you'll use a leaf all day long. That's great. I love it. I love it. And I would too if I had to. But if I don't have to, I'm going to use something soft, you guys. Okay, so real quick, I don't want to make this video super long. It's just about these toilet paper tabs. Check them out on Amazon. There's 2 things that I want to make of note. So one, all 3 packages I got on Amazon, all 3 packages, once I looked at them, were all made in China. Nothing against the Chinese or anybody that buys stuff from China, but I know that I do have a lot of people that watch this that like to buy American-made stuff, okay? So the 3 that I bought that I'm showing you today were made in China. So you might want to do your research and see if you can find some stuff that possibly was made here, okay? Now, I'm going to show you what I paid. So this, I think this is $500, and it came with 4 of these little cute carriers already, and I paid $29.99 for 500. Okay, some would say that's expensive, some would say it's cheap. I think that for something that claims to be a reusable product, it's okay. It's another option that I now have in my home. Okay, all right, so this one was $514. And it came with 2 carrying cases in it, right? And it was $28.99. So of the 3, this one was the one that was the cheapest. This bottom one was $29.99. And this one was the most expensive, okay? This one, and they're all claiming to be 100% natural cotton. They all claim that you just add water. They all claim that you can reuse them. Basically, you can clean them out, dry them out, and reuse them is what they all claim to do. This one was, I think, 500 tabs also. Let me see. Where does it say how many this is? Oh, right there. So 500. It's in white right there. 500 tablets as well, and it was $32.99. So it was the most expensive out of these 3 options, okay? But now I have, you know, 1,500 toilet paper tabs as an option that I can use in my bags, my car kit, or just have in my bug out location or my home just as an option. If someday we get to the point where, you know, we run out of our preps of toilet paper or our baby wipes or our flushable wipes or whatever, we can finally get to these and have plenty, okay? I like these, number 1, out of their storage space, right? Right here, 1,500 wipes, essentially. 1,500 times of going to the bathroom right here. Okay? So, this is the business right here, you know, for me. Now, some people might add it up and be like, nah, that's not good, but just another option. If you've never heard of them, get some. You don't have to get these big packages, right? If you've never heard of them and you watch this video, just go online to Amazon, and there's a much smaller packages that you can buy just so you can try them out, because I'm sure that they're all a little different. They're all probably mostly the same, but what I didn't do today is see about the size difference if one is going to be bigger than the other, but they're all the same compressed size tab. So essentially they should all be about the same. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope if you've never learned about this, you got excited about learning a different option, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.